if the defense shows up, because this could only be defense because there's no offense. There's no offense happening in Philadelphia. Okay, none at all. There's no offense. If the defense shows up, I got to go with my Birds in this one. If the defense shows up, we've been counting on the defense all year. We've been counting on these guys, riding their backs. The offense been riding their backs, all year long. And we need the defense to step up again. I know Justin Herbert is going to be ready. However, he does have an injury, and I don't know if he's going to play. I think he's going to try and play. But I think he has a wrist injury. Isn't it on his is it on his throwing hand, or is it on his his non-throwing hand? Yeah. And I think the Eagles, Jalen Carter, we're going to try and exploit that. We're going to try and, get some pressure on him to get him moving out of the pocket. Don't get me wrong. He could move, he could run, he could scramble, he could do all of that. But he does not want to get hit on that hand. I promise you that. He don't want to get hit. So he's going to be trying to get that ball out quick before the pass rush could get to him. And this is the biggest if, like I'm saying, if the defense is playing like how the defense has been playing, the Eagles are going to win this game in a close one. And that's an if. I don't expect anything from the offense. Whatever the offense do is going to be a surprise and a shock to me. It's going to be surprised. It's going to be a surprise and a shock. So I don't expect the run game to get going. I don't with Jalen. I just don't know. AJ Brown has been getting his right, but I can't. And Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni, they can't figure it out, and it's not going to be figured out this year. As much as he want to say we figure it out, no, they're not doing nothing. The same thing is going to happen, and it's going to look putrid. And so, yeah, I'm picking my Eagles. But I need the defense to step up in this game.
Yeah. You know what Sirianni's problem is?
What's that?
I think he wants to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And as a head coach, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be the smartest guy in the room. You're supposed to hire guys that know things that you don't know so that you can integrate it into the philosophy to help make the team more well-rounded, to make it better. But he thinks that he's the smartest guy, and here's the scary thing: he might be, right? He might be. That's
sad if he is. That's sad.
That's the scary thing about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because we know when Kellen Moore was there.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore was the smartest guy, at least offensively, in that room, right? When the guy for the Colts, Steichen,
yeah.
Right? When he was there, he was the smartest guy in the room.
Yep.
Right? But see, when he get his buddies, he's smart. He's smarter than Patullo, and that don't bode well for you guys. Anyway, and then on top of that, I just found this out. I didn't even realize this. Your offense is the highest paid personnel in the league.
Highest paid, man.
It's inexcusable.
They're wasting these dudes' talent, man.
Yeah,
wasting the talent.
Yeah, inexcusable.
Yes.
That being said, if Herbert doesn't play, then you guys should win this one easily. Well, I won't say easily. You guys should win this one almost comfortably. You should be able to control the game, the tempo, right? But there's an X factor here, and that X factor is Trey Lance. And I know Trey Lance hasn't really shown much to date, but he's been under Harbaugh now for going on 2 seasons. And Trey Lance does have the similar traits to Colin Kaepernick back in the day.
Yeah.
And if he's able to deploy Trey Lance in the same way that he did the earlier years of Kaepernick, you guys in trouble.
Yeah.
You guys will be in trouble, right? Yeah. So I think that's the only X factor in all of this. But with that being said, I'm going to pick the Eagles to win only because Herbert is messed up. That line is still, makeshift, and I don't know, the running game. I know Vidal has been he's been kind of catching on a little bit, but the Eagles defense should be able to contain him pretty handily, right? So I'll pick the Eagles with a little side note of, I don't know what's going to happen if Trey Lance actually awakens in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.